Welcome to a lesson on exercise 9F. We are going to be solving simultaneous equations using substitution. Now, hopefully you've done the exercise which we did last, which is solving simultaneous equations graphically. That will give you a conceptual understanding of what we're trying to do. A quick recap. It's basically when you try to find the point of intersection of two lines, two straight lines. So where are two straight lines meeting? So if you have, let me just pull out my pen. So if you have a graph and you have, let's say, a line like that and a line like this, then where are those two lines meeting? And you can do it graphically, which is what we did last lesson, and it's meeting over there, or you can do it algebraically, which is what we're doing today. So let's get started. Now, there's two methods of solving simultaneous equations. We are going to be doing the substitution method today, and we'll do the next one next lesson, hopefully. Anyway, let's get started. So it says determine the point of intersection of y equals to 5x and y equals to 2x plus 6. And we are not going to be graphing anything. We are going to be doing it purely using algebra. Now, the idea is you want to put one equation into the other equation. And the way we'll do that is as follows. We know that y equals to 5x, and we know y equals to 2x plus 6. And now imagine I said to you, so just, we're not going to do this, but just imagine I said to you, substitute x equals to 2 into there. Imagine I said that to you, just imagine. Then what would you do? What you would do is you would say, okay, y equals to 2. And then wherever you see x, you put 2 there. So there was an x there. I'm going to put 2 now, plus 6. And that's what it means to substitute. Okay, obviously that's what it means to sub in a number. And we're going to be doing something very similar to that. So make sure you don't miss this. This is the crucial step. What we're going to do is to put this equation into that equation. We're going to substitute y because I know what y is. Y is 5x. So I'm going to sub in y equals 5x. Wherever I see y, I'm going to put 5x. So in place of this y, I'm going to put open bracket 5x, close bracket, equals to 2x plus 6. And that's literally it. That is the key. That's honestly, that's the step which confuses vast majority of students. We are putting one equation into the other equation, and all you really have to do is you look at what can you substitute in, and then you just sub it in. And we'll look at some harder examples in a bit, hopefully. But for the time being, hopefully you got that. Now I'm just going to solve this equation. Now we can subtract 2x on both sides. Remember, you can add or subtract anything you want as long as you do it to both sides. So 5x minus 2x is 3x. And over here, 2x and the negative 2x cancel out. You're left with just 6. Then you divide both sides. You divide every term on both sides by 3. And you're left with x equals to 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now, you know what x equals to. You also need to find y. Okay, so you're not done. You do have two variables to solve an equation, means to find a value for all the variables, especially when you're doing simultaneous equations. Now, you know what x is. What's y? Well, we know y, so I'm going to draw a line over here. And on the right-hand side, I'll write y was equal to 5x, right? From here, if you guys remember. Or you can use this. It doesn't really make a difference. Over here, it's just simpler. That's why I'm using y equals 5x. It's less terms. Y equals to 5x. But I know what I know x is equal to 2 now. So I'm going to sub this into there. Y is equal to 5. Now x is 2. So I'm going to put that in, which is equal to 10. And I'm done. So x equals to 2, y equals to 10. That is my solution. Those are the coordinates of where these two lines meet. If I were to graph these two lines, I would get something like this. And plus 6 2x, so something like probably like this, right? And where would the two meet? X would equal to 2 and y would equal to 10. So the meeting place over there is 10. The coordinates of the point of intersection are 2, 10. Make sure you understand that that's what this means. We are trying to find the point of intersection of two straight lines, and we've solved it algebraically. We found what x equals to, we found what y equals to, and what that means, x equal to, y equal 10. What that means is that coordinate, 2, 10. X is 2, y is 10. And let's move on to the next question. Remember, if you have questions, you're more than welcome to unmute yourself and ask, or simply send me a message using the chat feature. Okay, moving on to the next one. Solve a simultaneous equations, y equals to x plus 3 and 2x plus 3y equals to 19 using the substitution method. In other words, find the point of intersection. All right. Now, as before, we're going to sub in. We're going to sub this in. We can sub this into there. And I mean, you can certainly sub that over there, but that's going to be a bit harder because you're going to have to rearrange. You have to find out what to sub in. You have to make x or y the subject. In this case, we already have y as a subject. We know what y is, and so it's very easy to just substitute this every time we see y there. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So 2x. So I know y is equal to x plus 3. So every time I see y, I'm going to put x plus 3 in brackets there, right? 2x plus 3, and in brackets, I'm going to put x plus 3 now. Remember, I'm just putting this equation into that equation. And the way I'm doing that, I know what y equals to. Y equals to x plus 3. So I'm going to sub in x plus 3 every time I see y. That's really it. And let's solve this now. So we have 2x. Let's expand the brackets. 3x plus 3 times 3 is 9 equals to 19. Let's simplify it. 2x plus 3x is 5x plus 9 equals to 19. I'm going to subtract 9 on both sides. Minus 9 there. So you'll have 5x is equal to 19 minus 9 is 10. I'm going to divide every term on both sides by 5 now. Notice I'm still using the basic concepts which we have been learning in this chapter, the 4 fundamental rules of equation solving. So 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Now I found x, I need to find y now. And y is equal to x plus 3, right? X plus 3. But I know what x is. X is 2, right? I know what x is. X is 2. So I can write y is equal to 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5. And so our solution is x equals to 2, y equals to 5. And it says, find the point of intersection. The point of intersection, therefore, point of intersection is 2, 5. If you were to graph these lines, you would find that they would meet at 2, 5. And it's a very robotic process. Once you get the hang of it, you'll find that it's always the same thing. There's not much thought involved. As long as your algebra is strong, this topic requires very little thought. It's not one of those ones which is, hard because you have to think and you have to make sense of it or anything like that. Not really. At least this, the ones where the equations are given to you. Anyway, sometimes the equations will not be given to you. So, for example, a word problem such as the following. Jade is 5 years older than Marian. If their combined age is 33, find their ages. Okay, well, I know Jade plus Jade's age plus Marian's age is equal to 33. Okay, because their combined age is 33. Now, I also know Jade is 5 years older than Marian. So whatever Marian is, plus 5 years is going to equal to J. And so I now have 2 equations. And just thinking about it in terms of what to sub in, I know what J is. So I can just sub in J. I know J is equal to n plus 5. And so I can put that into my first equation. I just sub in n plus 5 every time I see J. And I see a J there, so I'm going to put in brackets m plus 5 plus m equals to 33. And expanding the bracket doesn't really change anything. It's just going to be m for, you know what? I won't skip steps. You can imagine there's a 1 here if you want, and just expanding the bracket just leaves m plus 5. Nothing really changes. I'm just trying to be extra careful so no one gets confused. M plus m is 2m plus 5 is equal to 33. And I'm going to subtract 5 on both sides. 2m is equal to 33 minus 5 is 28. And then I'm going to divide every term on both sides by 2. And that'll be m is equal to 28 divided by 2 is 14. Now I found m, I need to find j. So j was equal to m plus 5, right, from here. But I know what m is. I know what m is. M is 14. So j is equal to m is 14 plus 5. Notice every time I substitute, I always use brackets, even when I don't need to. Now, the reason I do that is to teach you the very important principle that every single time you substitute, use brackets. So important. Every single year, I say this throughout the year to every single one of my classes, and very few students listen to me. And as a result, many students end up making silly mistakes. It's a very simple thing. Just do it. Okay. So j is equal to 14 plus 5, which is 19. Okay. So m is 14. Marian is 14. Marian is 14 years old. And Jade is, Marian is 14, Jade is 19 years old. And as you can see, 19 plus 14 is equal to 33. You can use a calculator to check if you wish. And Jade is indeed 5 years older than Marian. So we have successfully answered the question. So that's it for today. As I was saying earlier, this is very robotic. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Just practice it. And as always, I'm going to be here till the end of the period to help you with anything you don't understand. Ending the recording now. But for the people who are watching on YouTube, you're more than welcome to ask me for help on Slack any time of the day.